Ruchi, if you put your lights on, would be.
Okay, let me try once. One second.
Very good evening to all viewers of Global Edu Leaders Forum, those who are going to watch this program live, those who are going to watch this program through YouTube channel and other medium of digital media. Global Edu Leader Forum is a forum where we all educators discuss about the problem related to sustainability. On the topic education and sustainability based on United Nations 17 sustainable goals, what is our prime duty to discuss, elaborate and take the public opinion in practice. My request to viewers and all participants, focus on the practical approach rather than going to the theories, and because we do believe a distance between head to heart is the shortest distance and it takes the longest time in life. What we think, what we study, are we practicing? If not, what are the way and means to take this journey forward? Air, water, earth. These three things most important for our life to survive. We are not being divided into caste, color, creed, and religion. We are a human. So this is the thought which we are taking forward. The fruits which we are eating today, of course, these plants were not planted by us. The oxygen which I am consuming. So education based on sustainability, how we survive in this world, is the topic for the day. As an opening speaker, I would love to take Dr. Tan, since he has been into depth of research, discussing these points on the forum, how we take this journey forward and how we set example of sustainability in education. This is what. So Dr. Tan, welcome to you. Over to you.
Thank you, Professor Singh, for today's forums on education, which is based on sustainability. I think the very important challenge that I face with my students and research is about the awareness, consciousness of sustainability. So I think if we want to engage education in sustainability themes, very important is that we have to provide all kinds of channels and opportunities for students to start understanding, creating the awareness of sustainability, bring them to various perspectives of sustainability, give them a lot of exposure to sustainability, such as in community practices, such as bringing students to field trips where they can see the benefits of sustainability or the weaknesses of what we're doing at the present moment with the sustainability. And so when we open up their consciousness in sustainability, then they can continue to develop themselves and share knowledge with other people to create more understandings about what they are aware of. So I think sustainability on education starts with our duty of educators to inculcate sustainability consciousness, and that is the first step. And we can discuss later and in other issues.
Very well said. Once we are aware about the problem and we make people aware, this can be one of the first steps to take this journey forward. Since you have been experiencing finding it difficult, I would love to hear Madam Ruchi. She is also in higher education and she is one of the practitioners, if I say, of sustainability. who has seen the students very closely in the school as well as the higher education. How we take this journey? Awareness is the end point or start point. If it is start point, what is the next step in practicality you can advise to the viewers?
Okay, thank you, Dr. Singh. First thing, I would like to open with an anecdote. Am I audible?
Ruchi,
Yeah.
and over to you. Yeah.
Thank you, Dr. Singh. Thank you all of you for giving me an opportunity on the most important day on sustainable education, because sustainability comes from the health first. And today is the most important day, that is International Yoga Day, and that is a part of sustainable education. That is the first and foremost part. Firstly, and when we are talking about like we are moving ahead and forgetting past, if I go to the deep roots of Indian culture, because I have studied more on Indian culture and the tradition and whatever the monuments we had constructed since time immemorial, they all were the sustainable constructions. We had all the things in our construction, whether water management, waste recycling, water recycling, use of the environmental friendly material in the construction of all these monuments. See, if you go to all around the India, in all the states, you'll find the monuments, the castles, the buildings, everywhere. Still, if it has been ruined, they still have the remnants, and all these remnants states that we always had been having the eco-friendly constructions in India. And if we find it all around the world, still it is available. So we need to go to the roots first to move ahead. Like, for an example, we had been stating, we had been doing the, having the animals and these pets at our home, the cow and the buffaloes and all these. So we had been doing the ancient practices which were very eco-friendly. We had been using each and every part, from agriculture to bringing up all these pastorals and everything. So this is what we have to make the student understand, that what is environment and how we can make it more eco-friendly with ancient practices into the present scenario. I think it is opening of the statement, like we can discuss it about it later on. So shall we move to the...
Okay, great, Dr. Ruchi. I can be agree with you. Awareness is one of factor which was started by Dr. Tan. Consciousness, let the people realize what is the need. And you came up with the example of the all Indian, which are still there. And it reflects if there was something sustainable, so they are. I would invite Dr. Maninder Singh. Sir, what is your take? Awareness, one, sensitivity towards the environment are the example we can take from past. But at present, what is the most important factor as per your experience, which you want to advise to the people? Is sustainability means this?
Yeah.
Welcome to you, Professor. And over to you.
Yeah. Am I audible, sir?
You are audible.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you, Professor Singh. And I welcome everyone on this forum. And this is really a very important issue, which is a need of the time. I would say because people have been speaking about the self-sustainable thing. Just now, Ruchi ji has told, and she has congratulated everyone for that. First, we have to think ourselves that where we are we doing certain things which are sustainable for our own life first? Because if we ourselves will not sustain, it is useless to talk about the sustainability. And further, the sustainability is again a big thing, which we are, the way we are doing it, we are managing it. It is again a questionable thing to some extent. Now, first most thing, if we see the history, that the times when this word sustainable has come into practice. So if we see it, that when the sustainable has come into practice, it has been.
Some echo is going on. I think because of, sir, mute one audio of you are using two systems.
Yeah, actually I touched another. Now is it okay?
I think better.
Yeah.
But your
So
both
what I
audio, yeah, okay, fine.
Yeah, the sustainability, the word as such sustainable is being used since very long. But if we see the history, that when sustainable word or sustainability is in picture, it is in the recent past, in the last decade itself. This is something which has come into practice. Not only practice, it is a subject, a discussion everywhere. And because why? Because in 2015, the UN has come up with the model of you can say the sustainability, which previously from the point of view of we have come up with the sustainable development goals, and 17 goals have been announced. So recently I was addressing one of this UGC HRDC this refresher course on the sustainable business models. So there I was just emphasizing more on these 17 sustainable goals. So if we are focusing our studies, because these have already been fixed up for certain countries to be achieved till 2030. So I would like to emphasize more on, or I would say that these things which have been fixed after a long deliberation, that what should be the goals. These 17 sustainable development goals for all the nations have been fixed around the world. And if we take these goals as our target to achieve, then definitely we can do better. Secondly, whenever we are doing any academic research, the objectives which are to be created for a research paper, for a thesis, it must touch at least one or two sustainable development goals if we really want to talk about them. So this is something which has to be touched upon, and these will be the things which will be the things of the deliberation amongst all the youth, all the industry, business, the academic fraternity, and everyone. And let these sustainable development goals be inculcated in the school teaching also, so that the students can get the things right from the roots, and then they can develop themselves in a better way. That I would like to mention.
I think great, Dr. Maninder. You talk about the roots. So I have a person who is connected to the roots, no other than Madam Aditi Basu, who is practicing sustainability and doing a lot of work. So Dr. Aditi Basu, I would love to know from you, at a school point, which he has said already, he connected to the root. If the child is aware of sustainability and practicing from the school, can of course do better in the college. So do you find something interesting which you are doing already in the school and would like to share? Welcome to you. Yes. And over to you.
Thank you so much. Thank you. I have a flustered hand, and so namaste. Thank you. And yes, actually everything, especially school and primary classes, I would say, early childhood education is a time where you learn the maximum. Well, right. All right. So whatever student learn in the college, whatever student are going to do in the future, but that the root should be sown, the seed should be sown from the very beginning, from the 3 years of age or 4 years of age. When they're very small. So the sustainability means that what is going to stay beyond us, beyond you, beyond me, and beyond them, and for the next generation and father generation and father generation, because we have been abusing and very badly using the art so far, especially after industrialization. This sustainability came into this before you check the pre-industrial development and post-industrial development. So these resources has been really very badly used during the industrial era. And after, in the name of civilization and industrialization, civilization, So the industry, all the resources has been used. So that is where you want to, that whatever we have to share. And whatever we have, the sharing and caring is taught in the pre-primary school. And they don't understand what the big word sustainability, but they understand we care, you care for others. So you should not spoil things, you should not waste things, don't waste food, zero hunger. You understand? Goal number 1, zero hunger, zero poverty. So don't waste your food. So whatever tiffin you brought, you eat it full or share it with your friends. It's a very simple teaching in pre-primary school. And then also we have one day, in a week, which is called that bringing for others. Like that day, children of each class, they bring fruits for somebody else. Means we collect the bananas, the apples, and whatever fruit they bring for somebody else. And then this class go to the nearby slum area, nearby the poor, underprivileged areas and distribute those food. That means I care for you. So that is the caring and sharing. From caring and sharing comes that that zero poverty and zero hunger is not possible if we don't share our resources. So that is very important to others also, this caring for the nature, all the sustainable goals, 17 as Dr. Saab was, Maninder Singh sir was talking about, and Ruchi ma'am was talking about. All the sustainable goals are about caring, about taking care of our resources. So that can be taken care, can be taught very, very early age. Thank you.
Very important point. Sustainability was started by, I think, by self-practice. Ruchi started with yoga, and it was another take from Aditi ma'am regarding food. Now, point comes, what are the difficulties? What are the problems come in between? You talked about the sharing. I still remember a decade back, all engineering IIT colleges has taken one initiative. In the engineering college, motorbikes will not be allowed. IIT Roorkee, NIT Surat. There are many institutions, and these engineers, those who are going to be the future researcher of India, has taken good initiative. Now, electronic vehicles, buses, solar energy, there is a lot of things are on process. Again, taking to you, Dr. Tan, what are the real hindrance and how we solve it? Is this the mechanism or industrialization or machine, or it is the self-consciousness which you have talked about earlier? I have a car, but I drive it for alone. If it's a 5-seater car, so it is my self-consciousness, or am I aware of, no, I will share car, I will pool car, or I will go with the public transport? How much it is possible, and how we take this journey forward?
Thank you, Professor Singh. This is a very critical question, which is the difficulty, how we can bring sustainability, to a full realization. I think it's very challenge. It's not only our self-awareness, but I think we need it involves the me, the we, the world interaction. And at the present moment, we talk about sustainabilities like Professor Singh's power has demonstrated from the UN charters that we have to focus on this the economics and the socials and environment. But in doing so, we like Professors Singh's probably have already observed, and we are lacking of some of the mechanism, and I think we neglected the political sustainability. For instance, so if a country political is not sustainable for whatever reason, then the whole 3 goals of sustainability is not sustainable. Meaning that we are doing things we are doing the sustainable from a political lens, and we corrupt, we pollute, we corrupt all this good nature, good destination. That is one thing. The other thing is that like Professor Singh has mentioned, such as driving a car, or many good initiatives. And the other thing is that we cannot simply look into the outcomes of economics or personal outcomes. We have to look in more detail into the what really motivate them to do so. So I think the more details of the personal factors should be considered, rather than just looking into surface. Maybe people need to be they are motivated, they feel happy because they can do some contributions, like Professors Roy Aditya has demonstrated, the children. So I think the psychological perspective of the children, psychological perspective of the people doing the sustainability has to be brought into the picture. So in a sense, in conclusion, to what Professor Singh has demonstrated, I think we are lacking of a systemic mechanism integrating all this in place, and so it's very loose. Yeah.
Great. I think if I talk about political sustainability, to be very honest, I was just one day thinking about if this democracy is a demonstration. A number of campaign is being done, a number of promises is being done. People are being motivated with the false promises. We can take the many state government example and central government example. So if in democracy, our political system is not sustainable, you have a agenda, you have a B agenda, and you join together for C agenda. So honestly speaking, our Prime Minister is in US. He was with the previous president of US, and he is with the present president of US. I do not understand if they had a different thought, different opinion. So my comment is, if democracy is made for poor people to take them up, why after independence of 70, 80 years, especially in India, we have not reached to a point where we are supposed to be? Same thing happening with a number of countries around the globe, because as it was rightly mentioned by Dr. Tan, if you talk about the 17 sustainable goals of United Nations, these 17 points has been elaborated and country has been made responsible to participate. Again, question comes to the same point. If I'm being motivated, if I'm voting in a democracy, how political system can be sustainable? On the basis of caste, on the basis of religion, on the basis of money? If the vote is being cast, this democracy cannot be sustainable. So there is again question, how we decide to vote. So we have to be first sustainable by physical health, by our mental health, and then that is third one is called spiritual health. So Dr. Ruchi is smiling. She has some take on spiritual
You just continue.
intake.
I'm listening to you.
No. I want to take, since you have been studying a lot of spiritual document, how you connect this sustainability, because you have taken example of our all ancient structure which are still there, and the Bihar government was constructing a bridge and it has completely collapsed. So this is the example. Britishers has made the bridges on, still they are running.
Exactly.
So
Very
over
true.
to you.
We are talking about, first of all, I have taken into the environment, like, so being located in the rural area. See, I had started my journey 22 years back in a rural area where the basic infrastructure was absent. There were no roads, no electricity, nothing was available. Nowadays, everything is available. Still, the school which I constructed has a legacy. The legacy was that students are supposed from pre-primary section have to have plant a small plant in the school premises or near the roads, sides of the roads on their birthday. It is a compulsion made to the students by the school. And from last 22 years, it is still carried on. So we had already the underground water management in the school premises itself, because the building was already in the area where the land was having a lot of landfills. So we maintained water management, all the rainwater harvesting was done. So students themselves come to know all these practices when it is in the premises, and teachers are made that they are enforced, or it is made a compulsion for the teachers as well to take all these forward into the school premises, because we say the charity begins from home. So it is made mandatory from last 22 years along with the parents as well. The parents are also supposed to plant a tree in their village on their birthdays, on their birth anniversaries, every year, whenever we have the school foundation day. So all these practices have been like made a legacy, a culture of the school. So all these resources are not very expensive ones. So this is the first step which can help everybody. From here, we can grow the environmental, eco-friendly everything. And because we are always, whatever the policies are being made by the government, are constructed by the government, taken in purview only of the urban areas. But every country, I guess almost every country in the world is basically located in the countryside. Especially in India, in context of India, I would say that we are agriculture economy. So we have to basically, as per the context of the country, which type of country it is, if it is an industrial country, what type of waste it is coming, and how we can manage it accordingly. Similarly, if like we are agriculture based, so we can turn up the things accordingly. It is entirely dependent upon the school management, the principal who is the leader and who can take the initiative well. And like all these things, like I had now the trees which were grown by the students 22 years back, now the students who have passed out from that school, they are sending to their wards and they are saying, see, my name is there on this tree and you are authorized to pluck a fruit from this tree and you can eat it. And I feel so
Great.
overwhelmed. Yeah, I feel so overwhelmed when these children pluck the fruits themselves and then they eat and they come to know the real education, what we are calling as experiential learning these days. So it is made mandatory for the students, and whenever we have plenty, like every season comes, we have plenty of gavas. So it is not possible for us itself or the student itself to eat all the gavas. So we ask the students to pluck the fruits themselves and distribute it to the poor people or to the community who are in dire need of it. So all 2-3 sustainable factors come together. So we need to make such sort of plans where we can make 2 or 3 things all together in one go. That's
Great.
really still practicing.
Important, very important, very important. So I'm taking this point because each admission and each class pass out must have one tree. At the time of admission, one tree plantation. And if child is for 10 to 12 years in the school, must plant at least 10 to 12. That must be the credit of. One project which I have submitted to CBSE, and I wish in coming time we can do it. 5 to 10 feet of the land near the boundary must be made as a green zone, where students can, we all have a track in the field, and after playing football, after playing cricket, they go for sunlight, shade. So this green field, 5 to 10 feet land surrounding the school can create a big change. I wanted to submit this project to the CBSE. And another thing, Dr. Ruchi was talking about especially eco-balance, plantation, greeneries and all. I'm going to review my entire website of Global Edu Leaders Forum, where each member will be credited with the eco contribution, not with the just photograph, with the live records. We are doing lots of changes in the website, so few of the members are still on the hold. Let's come forward with the example. My posters of GEL and my website of GEL is a green maximum time that reflects love to the nature, that reflects our accountability towards the nature globally. And second color of black, which absorbs all negativity within. So we are not divided into red, yellow, green or something. Black absorbs everyone and green reflects prosperity of nature. To the closing question, Dr. Aditi, you have been closely working on these projects and you are one of influencer. I know you personally, I know your school, and how to take this. I think she has some disconnection. So Dr. Tan, I'm coming to you. Your final closure, 1, 2, 3, responsibility of the students, teachers and professors, which can be made mandatory. Again, I'm repeating my question, which are the responsibility which we can make compulsory?
You mean out of these three, which one is the most important?
Important factors for the researcher, for the students to take care of it regarding the sustainability.
Yeah, I think like Professor Rochi said, culture, sustainability culture is very important. I think we need to build a sustainability culture. So if we really want to talk about sustainability economy, we really have to have a sustainability culture. And so when people embed with the culture, meaning the values of sustainability, then I think they and appreciate it, just like Professor Singh has and many others professors demonstrated, then I think they will take more action. I have just one minute example similar to Professor Ruchi, which is I was helping to build a community and developing their entrepreneurship. And we see that by building their infrastructure, social infrastructure development, then they are being equipped with some of the infrastructure, and then we provide the funds and also help them to be more entrepreneurial, so they improve their economy. When they improve their economy, then they are better equipped to take care of the society among themselves and connect to other peoples. And then once they do that, they can do more devotion to their environment, because they know that the environment brings them the resources. So they becomes more aware of environmental sustainability, and they because they're seeing that the environment brings them money, and so that is very important.
Okay, so if they are sustainable with the economy, they can contribute more. If I am not wrong, this can be taken in making them strong towards the economic growth. Dr. Vasu, I was just taking a call. Yes. Why can't we credit plantation in the report card?
Yes, that can be do. Yes. The holistic report card, HPC, that's HRC, that's coming, and that's holistic progress report card. That will include this, that is the holistic, and that will include how many hours in service, means social service you are doing, how many plants you have you have planted, how many hours of healthcare you have been taken of your own and of others. So this progress report card, the holistic progress report card, is going to come, and CBSE is going to send it in one. I just talk with Anurag sir, and they were saying that in a couple of months they are going to send it. So that will include what you are saying is people are thinking, and all wise men think alike. Okay, so there have been people, all wise men have been thinking alike, and they are thinking of plantation. They are thinking of, because the forest cover has to be increased and the replenish the the resources that we have used. So plantation is a very good idea. And there are many, even our school campus is a green campus. We have got lots of plants over there, many fruits, many plants. So, but that there are many, I mean, especially she's very lucky, Ruchi ma'am, that she has a rural area where they can, urban area, you don't have too much land to do it because it's a city. So it's surrounded by concrete. So you have, less, but within the campus, we can do it, as you were saying. So we can do it. And as you were saying about the political, this zero poverty, no poverty, zero hunger, economic, that Dr. Tan was talking about, economic development. So these are has to be taken care of the government also. But at the same time, SDG number 4, what talks about the quality education. If we give our children the quality education that Ruchi ma'am is doing, that Dr. Tan and all of you are doing, Beatrice ma'am is doing, all of us are doing this quality education and making student understand that what you need to do and what means caring, not for yourself, taking care of yourself, but everybody else, and also about the mother earth, the resources, everything. So that quality education for all has to be, suppose we give the quality education to this next generation, our next generation, naturally they'll be much more equipped. They'll be peace-loving people because we giving them that education. So it is very important, SGD, for the quality education is very important for the school, because if you give them quality education, everything will be imbibed in that. Values will be imbibed, the plantation will be imbibed, everything will be imbibed in that. What Ruchi ma'am has said, she's already doing it, quality education. So that is very important, quality education, and that will take care of all other sustainable goals. Goal number 4 will take care of all other sustainable goals.
Okay, so we belongs to the educational fraternity, which is in number 4 of 17 sustainable goals.
We can touch billions of lives, well, sir. We can touch. We are the one who can touch billions of lives. Nobody, even the politicians, cannot do it.
Okay. No, I was thinking about why can't politicians, all political MPs, MLA must plant and keep the report card. In this 5 years of tenure, if you have represented the constituency where 5 lakh voters are there, so you are responsible for 5 lakhs plantation.
Very good.
If you are representing 1 lakh voters in your constituency, you are responsible for 1 lakh.
Yeah, absolutely.
And even this can come through our election commission. Before candidature is being applied, ask them. If you have not done anything for the nature, you are not qualified for democracy. So these such suggestions we can put through the students' postcard. Initial stage, I still remember we used to send the postcard to the President of India. So in democracy, with the students, with the teachers, these all things can be taken forward. Coming to my closing comment, Ruchi ma'am, the plants which are planted giving fruits, but how these fruits continue their journey until what age? So they can be, these fruits can be replanted. Is there any plan which you can propose?
Yes, definitely. We have already made a plan for this thing also. Like on every Saturday, what we are doing, the students are asked to bring the fruits other than the school. The fruits are being already planted in the school. So when they come and they bring the fruits, they are not allowed to throw away the seeds. They are asked to collect all the seeds in the classroom itself, and they are asked that they should see how the gardener make the plants out of these seeds, and then already these seeds are sent to the nurseries, the government nurseries. I have plenty of government nurseries near to my place, because government distributes the plants free of cost to the villagers, to the farmers, because in my area where I am located, already Western Yamuna Canal passes, and there the banks of the Yamuna Canal are already getting into the river. So that's why we have already taken the initiative that these plants will be planted on the banks of river Yamuna, so that water is also saved, river is saved, flood is not there, and they come to know that what is the importance, like what we grow we will eat. So we already have done this, we are already doing it from last so many years, that supposed to bring the seeds, they are collecting the seeds. And moreover, sometimes, like, all my teachers are made to go to the villages themselves, since mothers are not able to come to the schools. In rural areas, still we are living in the orthodox somewhere, like mothers are not allowed to come to the schools, or they are not able to come to the school. So what we are doing, we are sending the teachers to the villages, and we are asking the mothers to collect the seeds, whatever they are cooking at their home, and what medicines they can prepare with these seeds, and how they can grow as well. If they do not have the land, they can grow in the rough like tins or empty boxes or bonsais, in the form of bonsais, and they are all doing it well, because everybody
Great.
has come to, especially aloe vera gel is everybody knows in the world. So aloe vera is a very common thing being grown over here nowadays.
Great.
So
So
this is
I think this is all takeaway of the day. If I conclude, from awareness to practice, it is our sole duty to accelerate, to assess, to motivate people, because any thoughts which is being just discussed will be one day vanish from this atmosphere, provided we do something practically. I still remember my childhood till the date. Every July, I have a passion of going to my village and planting. Wherever, whatever you want. If best gift you can give to your friends, that is a plant. The plants which are planted by my friends and which was gifted by me, still I have a connection. Once I go to meet friends and they say that this was gifted by you, gives me internal happiness. So these are the very, very small things. As you said, Dr. Vasu, if you come with the tiffin and you are not completing, share with others. So these small initiative and discussion can take this journey forward. If I say sustainability is incomplete without any good practice, sustainability starts from ourselves. It is not the duty of others and which we can discuss on the screen. Either it is a use of water, either it is a use of plastic bag. I still remember once I go to market, normally it happens once I refuse to take polythene. They look, still they look at, no, I don't need this. And I always keep in my car and in the bike also, while going out of home, we carry bags. One good thing which I can observe with my daughter, I used to every time tell, I don't want to buy a 20 rupees bottle which is carrying 1 liter water. She told me why. I told, I am not worried about the money of this bottle, but I'm worried about the real plastic of this bottle. So carry water from home, have glass thermos or steel thermos with you, because actually plastic is not a material which can be destroyed easily up to 100 years. So once you consume, it's a reduce and reuse. Reuse up to limited time, it cannot be extended. So these all cold drinks, all plastic material which is being used, if they are reduced also, we can contribute. And once we start, a day and time will come where everyone starts thinking and they are bound to be. Either it is a matter of democracy, either it is a matter of economic growth. You have to contribute for yourself, not for others. Yeah, you want to say something?
Yes, because as we are like-minded people, so we are joined and talking. So there are other like-minded people, and even the world is changing. You will naturally we feel that the world is changing. Recently, we got a circular. You may have also got it. It's a participation of student in National Student Paryavaran competition by
Yes, yes.
Paryavaran Sanskaran Gatividhi. So there was a competition on nature, the drawing competition, poster making, slogan making, those different. So there is a registration fee for this competition. What is the registration fee? Every child has to plant 5 plants. See, I mean, they plant 5 trees or plant seeds, 5 seeds, and make a video or photograph and upload it as a registration charge. So that's a very nice idea as a registration. I was thinking of incorporating it in our, activities. That registration charge is plantation. So you plant 5 trees, that is a registration charge, and send your photo or
Actually,
video.
there should be a tax to each one of you. You smile and only you can be exempted from the tax. People, those who have more money, they never smile. So this, if you smile on the video, only your tax can be exempted. So at least they find some happiness to be happy. Otherwise, having much more money and not smiling, so you don't deserve to be a rich man. So all industries, all big people of the world. So if you smile on the screen also, you spread the positivity. So I think, Beatrice, I would love to have your vote of thanks if you are prepared. Otherwise, I'll propose in 1-2 sentences.
Okay.
Because this show is not possible without effort of Beatrice. She is doing everything. She is connecting complete global world.
Oh my God.
I am the person who comes and talk.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you to all the panelists today. Your knowledge is an inspiration. Also, the Global Edu Leaders Forum, and especially Mr. S.K. Sun. As you said yourself, sustainability is not philosophy of life. It is the attitude of preserving the environment. This attitude estar at home by yourself with the example for others. By yourself the example, when you go for walk, pick up the trash that is on the ground and put it in the trash can. Finally, education and sustainability are complementary. Best wishes to all.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Beatrice. I think one more thing which I would like to declare here,
Thank you.
all viewers. Beatrice
you.
was learning English and she was not able to speak. Now, this is the first day when she is speaking without translator. So this is the biggest compliment of sustainability. She can sustain and she can take this journey forward. I really salute you, Beatrice, of your fast learning
Thank
and
you.
coming up. So you are sustainable in terms of language.
Thank you. Thank you.
So
Thank you,
that's
sir.
all. Thank you, Beatrice. Thank you, Dr. Tan. Thank you, Dr. Ruchi. Thank you,
all.
Dr. Aditi, and all my viewers, especially those who are going to watch this program in different city of India, in different country of India. These programs are remain on the YouTube. You will be getting a link. But remember one thing, the journey from head to heart is the shortest one and it takes the longest time. Global Edu Leader Forum is working on the same. What your brain says, thousands of things you discuss, but you do only which your heart accepts. So focus on your heart more rather than having a number of discussion in the brain. And I am sure today we are less people, but tomorrow will be the more people, and we take this flagship of nature care and happiness, entertainment to the next level, which impact this global happy and healthy world. That's all for today. catch you in the next episode very soon. Thank you. And
Thank you.
Dr.
Bye-bye.
Aditi, get well soon. You are
you so
strong.
Now this is a what to say, foreign I mean injury, what is international injury. I had been to Kazakhstan for UNESCO and UNESCO meet, cultural meet, and there in Kazakhstan I fell down. Kazakhstan
Actually, it is not an injury, it is a memory. It is a
Memory,
bravery.
yes,
Yes.
memory. Yes, thank you.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you all.
Bye. Bye.